Becky Lynch mourns the tragic passing of Seth Rollins. A heartbreaking WWE story. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we've got some truly surprising and heartwarming news from the WWE Universe. In the world of professional wrestling, the lights shine bright, the crowds roar with emotion, and the drama is larger than life. But behind every entrance, every match, and every championship belt are real people. Husbands, wives, fathers, mothers, friends. Today, the WWE Universe is not cheering. Today, the wrestling world is mourning. Seth Rollins, one of the greatest to ever step inside the squared circle, is gone. And at the center of the heartbreak is Becky Lynch, his partner in life, the mother of his child, and his fiercest supporter. This is the tragic story of loss, love, and resilience as Becky Lynch mourns the passing of Seth Rollins. It all began backstage. Long before the world would know them as WWE's power couple, Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch were just two ambitious performers chasing their dreams on the road. Seth, charismatic, intense, unpredictable. Becky, bold, fiery, and relentless. They had traveled different paths, but fate brought them together under the bright lights of WWE. Their love story bloomed quietly at first. But by 2019, fans began to notice subtle interactions, shared smiles, glances after matches, and social media hints. Eventually, they made it public. What followed was a beautiful evolution, not just of a couple, but of two warriors who found solace in each other amid the chaos of constant travel, physical strain, and mental pressure. In 2020, during one of WWE's most challenging years, Becky announced her pregnancy live on Raw, handing her title to Asuka and saying the unforgettable words, "You go be a warrior, I'm going to go be a mother." And in December 2020, their daughter Rue was born. For Seth and Becky, life was complete. Seth Rollins was more than just a WWE superstar. He was an architect, a visionary, a trailblazer. From his days in the Shield, to cashing in a Money in the Bank briefcase at WrestleMania 31, to reinventing himself time and again. He left a mark on every era he touched. Whether he was a villain or a hero, you couldn't ignore him. And Becky? She became the man, a revolutionary. The first woman to win the WrestleMania main event. The one who proved women weren't the future of wrestling. They were the present. Together, they weren't just champions in the ring. They were partners in every sense, lifting each other higher with every step. Seth often spoke about how Becky grounded him, how her strength inspired him. Becky, in turn, credited Seth with keeping her sharp, focused, and full of belief. They were each other's anchor, each other's fire. It was a normal Monday. WWE fans were eagerly anticipating Raw. Seth Rollins was set to make a major announcement. Becky had just returned from a live event overseas. The two were texting throughout the day, excited to reunite with their daughter after being apart for a few days. But then, the unthinkable happened. Just hours before Raw was set to air live, backstage reports began to circulate. Whispers, concerned faces. Something was wrong. Then WWE issued a brief statement. "We are deeply saddened to report that Colby Lopez, known to the WWE Universe as Seth Rollins, has passed away due to an unforeseen medical emergency. Our thoughts are with his family, friends, and fans across the world." The statement hit like a thunderclap. Fans were in disbelief. Superstars broke down in tears backstage. The arena went silent, and Becky Lynch collapsed to the floor. For Becky, the loss wasn't just of a fellow superstar. It was her soulmate, the father of her child. The man who made her laugh at 2 a.m. after a long flight. The man who held her hand in delivery. The man who told her every night, "No matter how tough it gets, we've got each other." Becky was ushered into a private room backstage. WWE officials surrounded her with support, but there were no words that could reach her heart in that moment. She didn't appear on Raw that night. The show opened with a 10-bell salute. Seth's music played one last time. The crowd stood. Many cried. And somewhere in the back, Becky stared at the screen, holding Seth's wedding ring in her hand. In the days that followed, the WWE Universe united in grief. Social media became a sea of black and white photos, tributes, and memories. Roman Reigns posted a heartfelt message. Seth's old Shield brothers, Roman and Dean, met privately with Becky to console her. Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, Sami Zayn, and countless others traveled to Iowa for the private memorial. Then, WWE announced something special. Seth Rollins, a legacy remembered, a 2-hour primetime tribute on SmackDown. The show was emotional from start to finish. Past matches were replayed. Testimonials aired from Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Edge, and more. But the moment that shattered hearts everywhere was Becky's live address. She walked out in all black. No entrance music, no fanfare, just her. Her voice shook. Her eyes were red, but her strength never wavered. Becky Lynch on mic. I loved him with everything I had. He was the love of my life, the father of our daughter, and the most brilliant man I've ever known. Wrestling was his passion, but we were his world. I don't know how I'll wake up tomorrow or the next day, but I do know this. I will raise our daughter to know her father was a king, a champion, and the best man to ever live. The crowd stood for nearly 5 minutes. No chants, just silence. Respect. In the weeks that followed, Becky took time away from WWE. Fans flooded her social media with love and prayers. WWE honored Seth with a special legacy championship named after him, awarded annually to a wrestler who embodies excellence, creativity, and courage. Rue, their daughter, stayed with Becky's family in Ireland while Becky processed the grief. But she made sure to remind her daughter every night, "Your daddy loved you more than anything in this world." On what would have been Seth's 40th birthday, Becky posted a black-and-white photo of the two of them in the ring, smiling at each other. The caption simply read, "Forever my architect." Becky eventually returned to WWE, but she was changed. She didn't return for titles or glory. She returned with a new mission, to honor Seth's legacy and show their daughter what strength looks like. Her promos were real. Her matches were intense. Every step she took was in memory of the man she loved. And then, at WrestleMania, in the main event, Becky Lynch walked down the ramp to Seth's music, the visionary theme playing loud through the arena. The crowd erupted. Her gear was black and gold. On her boots, for Colby. She won the match. But afterward, she didn't celebrate. She looked to the sky and whispered, "We did it, love." Seth Rollins is gone, but his spirit remains in every corner of WWE. From the kids who watched him conquer the impossible, to the wrestlers who learned from his creativity, to the woman who loved him deeper than anyone else ever could. His light continues to shine. Becky now runs a charity foundation in Seth's name, supporting young athletes and mental health initiatives. Every year on his birthday, to Seth Rollins, Colby Lopez, we say, thank you. We'll never forget you. And to Becky, we mourn with you. We stand with you. And we remember, always. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a WWE breakdown.